in Malava. There was evidence of violence. Vehicles belonging to the opposition were burnt down. Houses were torched down. Our agents were beaten and threatened and maimed. And what surprises me is that the chairperson of the Electoral Commission has not spoken about it. He has not even come out to condemn it. Even when we, the opposition, say that the polling station was overrun by CS Ruku, he has not come to defend his officers. He has not come to say that we are actually not speaking the truth.
Could you play the video?
Right. Okay. Let me to note that the political parties that were participating in an election, and most importantly, a party like DCP, never won any seat in Central Region and in Mount Kenya region, but rather won a seat even in Western. They won a seat in Nairobi, and even in the Ma region, where previously ODM was dominant. So that tells you that the so-called personality cult, the politics of the shareholding, is a nonsensical argument to try to put up at this time when evidence is out there in the air. It's equally nonsensical for somebody to say that a political party should not plan to own Nairobi. There is nothing that stops pre-election negotiations with like-minded political parties.
That's shareholding.
And of course, yeah, there is shareholding. So what the hell about it? It is. And it's based on the fact that Kalonzo Musyoka's community and Gachagua'S community and the Luya communities are the majority in Nairobi.
Tribal politics again.
It is tribal, and there is nothing wrong with being tribal if you want to capture power. It's a high time that you realize that now tribe will come out into play. And it is not unique in Kenya. It's everywhere. Even you go to the US, they'll still categorize themselves as Hispanic or whatever. It is something that is even known in our constitution. Remember, even when we are forming government, according to our constitution, we must strike regional balance. In those regional balance, we are not striking a region between cows and sheep.
Are you striking regional balance in Nairobi? You are not.
Yeah, we are not ready to. We are ready to capture power. When capturing power, it is the like-minded people that you coalesce with. If it pains you, I'm sorry, I have no tranquilizing drugs for you. You can try to seek help elsewhere, but that is what we are planning to do. Number two, Dibal, if you look at the difference of the votes, and especially in Mbeere South, in Mbeere North, the fact is that government used bribery to rig for votings. Number two, they meted out violence against our people and our supporters. And evidence is there that a particular cabinet secretary overran a particular polling station, a polling center, not a station center, which was playing host to two polling stations. If you look at the evidence, and I know Frederick had not had the opportunity of evaluating that evidence, otherwise he would not be yapping what he's doing now. And you do the difference, you realize
go to court. Stop complaining. Go to court. Proceed to court. Stop telling us nonsense. You are preaching to us. You cannot even advise yourself. You are the misadvisor of all the opposition. The reason why opposition is suffering is because of you.
Don't advise us what we are going to do. Don't advise us what we are going to do. We have better advisors. I can see Professor Herman Manyora. I can see Professor Gitale, Professor here, Gitile. We can seek advice from such individuals, but we are not interested in your art. Article 99 of the Constitution provides the qualification for a member of parliament to participate and to qualify to participate in an election. One of that qualification is that you must be a registered voter. Registration of voters is by detailing your details of your identity. That is to say, if I am Ndegwa Njiru, the register will reflect that this is Ndegwa Njiru who has sought for registration and he has duly been registered as against the register. What are the crucial documents or the requisite documents for registration? One of the requisite documents for registration as a voter is the identity card. The identity card is issued pursuant to section 4, 5, and 6 of the Registration of Persons Act. When you present that document before the registrar, or the individual registering a voter confirms the details therein, he subsequently therefore registers you. What has happened in the case of Mudende? The case of Mudende is that he changed his name. And not just changing, he denounced. The Gazette notice that was issued indicates that he denounced his name. When you denounce a name in law, Frederick, it means that you have completely disassociated yourself with that particular name and the particulars of that particular name, and even the card that bears that particular name. And you acquire a new name, to which he acquired the name of Leo Mudende Njiru. What that happens is that any previous registration, any previous document that bore the name that you have denounced, automatically by the operation of the law stands revoked. And what that essentially what means that even the voters register did not bear the name of the person who contested, because he denounced the details and the particulars of his registration. What that therefore essentially means is that we did not have a candidate by the name of Wamudende in that election. And it is evidence that the Kim's kit, which bears the register, bore the name of Leonard Muriuki Njiru, while the voters, the ballot paper bore the name of Leonard Muriuki Mudende Njiru. Remember, in this case, he never added a name of Wamudende to the previous names. So as to say, Wamudende is also known as Leonard. He denounced. That means that the voters register that was used in Mbeere did not bear the names and the details and the particulars of the candidate who purported to appear and participate in that election. If that is not a constitutional argument, if that is not a constitutional issue for us to argue, then I will wait to see what the court will say. But let nobody try to lecture us how the government has won when there was a violence being meted against our candidates in Malava. There was evidence of violence. Vehicles belonging to the opposition were burnt down. Houses were torched down. Our agents were beaten and threatened and maimed. And what surprises me is that the chairperson of the Electoral Commission has not spoken about it. He has not even come out to condemn it. Even when we, the opposition, say that the polling station was overrun by CS Ruku, he has not come to defend his officers. He has not come to say that we are actually not speaking the truth.
Could you play the video again? Okay. I'm on the road.
Yeah, be winding up. Just a moment.
I'm on the road. I will be happy if you can give me a chance so the telephone doesn't go out. I say something.
Okay. A point of information.
Just a moment.
I can yield to Professor to proceed.
Okay, thank you. I think